Okay, love. So I made a video earlier talking about how we have to make sure our nervous system is safe. We have to make sure that um, we have convinced ourselves that it's okay, we're safe to manifest or produce this particular reality that we desire to live in. And I really want to expound more on that. Baby, but wait a minute. Catch these Ghana skies, baby. They is like booming tonight. It is a beautiful night out here, okay? I love Ghana. Okay, back to what I'm talking about. So, um, one of the things that we need to understand that your nervous system is not just you, right? Your nervous system is full, you in general are full of the memory. Your DNA is memories of everything that has come before you, everything that survived long enough for you to be here. That's what epigenetics is, baby. That's the memory. That's the, well, hold on. Your DNA is the memory, but the epigenetics is the memory of their experiences, right? So earlier in the video I made earlier, I said a lot of the stuff I do is considered witchy, but I don't consider myself a witch. I don't consider myself a witch. But what I do know is some of this stuff that I've come to understand, some of this knowledge that I live in today, got a lot of women killed, got a lot of women put in some situations that they don't really desire to be in. Got some of them got the shit beat out of them. Some of them got burned at the stake. Some of them died because of this knowledge, this understanding that they had, right? So you got them same gifts. It's been passed down. And first they tried to make you feel like you crazy or you couldn't trust yourself, and now you're at a space where you trust yourself. Okay, you believe in yourself, you know you got something, and I'm not going to deny myself this gift any longer. You know it's there, right? But it was not always safe for you to live in that gift. It was not always safe for you to experience the benefits of that gift. It's, some of us have some weighty gifts, and it's not all fun and games. It's a, heavy responsibility that comes with that. So all of the ones that have come before you with them same gifts, that memory that's inside of you, it may be like, we're not doing that in this lifetime. And now you have to do the work of convincing yourself it's safe. I can do this. It's safe. Nobody is coming to harm us. Nobody is coming to hurt us. We are safe to do this now. Whatever that this is, you have to convince yourself that it's safe. So please know that when you heal your nervous system, when you choose safety instead of fear, when you move away from that doubt, that whatever all of that stuff is that's blocking you, you're healing yourself. You're releasing what others couldn't, right? Your great grandmother 5 times back couldn't release this. Oh, Jesus. That's the kids next door back. Ooh, okay. All right, all right. All is well. Okay, so what was I saying? You're healing yourself. You're releasing what others couldn't. Your great grandmother 5 times back, she wasn't in a position. She didn't have a mindset to know that she's safe. You do. That's part of your purpose. That's part of the reason you're here now, to move your bloodline further. It's time to create a new pattern. It's time to be free. It's time to be who you are, who you have come into this world to be. Okay? When you are creating that level of safety in your bloodline, that level of safety, you're creating that memory of safety in your DNA, baby, you doing big girl work. That's divine maturity. That's you growing up in God. That's what that is. That's big girl work. That's big girl work to say the enemy outside of me can't control my gifts anymore. You don't get to tell me how to use it, when to use it. You don't even get the right to tell me I got to do it in secret. Screw you. So that's part of your journey, okay? And you're just not healing those that came before you. You're healing those that's coming after you. You're healing your children's children. You're healing your nieces, your nephews, so they don't have to go through this BS. You're making life easier for them. They're going to have their own demons they're going to have to fight, but you're making life easier for them, okay? This is big girl work. This is big man work. This is God work, so that we can be live in our divinity in its fullness. This is why you must move. This is why you must move. This is why you must move. You don't have the luxury of staying stuck. It's people that needs you to move forward. It's people that need you to heal this portion so y'all can move forward. You can't stay stuck, baby. When you begin living in the decisions when you begin living in the authority that is rightfully yours, the agency that belongs to you and your life and your journey, it's all based on the decisions you make. It's all based on the decisions that you make. So when you decide, I'm not living in that space no more. I'm not living in that fear. I'm not living in that doubt. I'm not shrinking. When you begin making them decisions, that's you living in your authority. And that's yours, baby. It's yours. And ultimately, you have to understand that we're talking about your ability to manifest whatever it is you want. We're talking about your ability to experience whatever life you want to experience, right? And not just because you roll over I can't even say that. You can roll over today and say, I want to experience whatever this is. It is a process. It's work that has to be done. And part of that work is you convincing your nervous system. And that work, you convincing your nervous system, you might have to go get a 4-year college education to convince yourself, I got this, I can do this. You might have to get up every day and do hours of mirror work, hours of meditation. That's for you to figure out how you convince yourself of this truth. But whatever you want is yours. You just got to do the work to get there. You got to do the work to level yourself up so you can experience it. If it's fear, if you're scared of something, you have to do the work to snatch that fear out of your path. That's the work you have to do. So, this is part 2 of the video, but ultimately I'm leaving you with the ability to walk in your power, live in your power, be who God said you are. Be the power that resides in you. Be the power that resides in you. Be the power that resides in you. You think it's an accident I live in Ghana? No, I took control of my life. I took agency of my life. That's why I live in Ghana. I was able to create a lucrative income from my computer because I did the work to get me there. And it took some years. It took a long time for me to get there, but I arrived. I kept at it. I kept doing the work, and that's what I'm saying to you. Whatever you got to do to convince yourself that that is your truth, do it. And you don't have to ask nobody for permission to do it. You give yourself permission. I told you before, every breath you take is permission. So you don't got to ask your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your boss. You ain't got to ask no damn body. Do it. You decide what you want and you do it. That's it. Period. All right. I love y'all. I'm the Biblical Mystic, baby. I help you move from religious dependency into divine maturity by activating your God mind. All right. I love y'all. I'm out.